The discovery of diamonds in northwest Canada during the early 1990s set off a stampede among prospectors. Rio Tinto's interest has centred on the Diavik mine 300 kilometres northeast of Yellowknife.
The project is now at the end of the beginning, and the future still holds many challenges. However, with the support of everyone here today, we believe we can make Diavik one of the safest, most productive and profitable mines in the world.
The Diavik project presented a number of challenges. The diamonds were encased in rock under 10 metres of water in Lac de Gras, a 60-kilometre long lake sitting just below the Arctic Circle. An ice road constructed each winter was the only way to transport the 8,000 loads of fuel and materials across the tundra. The facility would have to house 1,100 people, and the construction involved was equivalent to building a small town. But how would they get at the diamonds?
We have 4 deposits located under the waters of Lac de Gras, which gave us a tremendous challenge in how we could access them. And so what our engineers came up with was a plan to create a diking system.
$12 million tons of rock had to be quarried to help build the innovative dike, which sealed off the mine area of the lake. Only when the water was pumped out could excavation begin. The deposit here is very rich, and the automated processor is now turning out some of the purest, whitest diamonds in the world. Lac de Gras is a traditional hunting area for 5 distinct Aboriginal groups. The ecology of the region is central to their way of life.
All our lakes have a lot of wildlife, and the elders are saying, Joe, you want to make sure that when you deal with mine, our wildlife are protected, our land's protected, our water's protected. Those are the 3 things that we make sure.
We have caribou herds about 350,000 strong, and a portion of that herd goes through the Lac de Gras region. So we've had occasions where we've had upwards of 7,000 animals visit the site during the summer.
We have to leave little rights of way for them, areas that are easy for them to walk through, so they can get through the island without us interfering with them.
We surveyed the entire bottom of Lac de Gras. We know there's a shortage of rearing habitat and spawning habitat. We're already doing progressive reclamation, and we're placing till in there at the moment. We're placing that to a height so that once the water is returned, the water depth there will be a nice shallow water depth, good for fish habitat.
I like to think of it as one big water management project. There's a diamond mine going on at the same time, but all of the water that lands on the island, the groundwater that drains into the pit, all of the water is on site or managed to make the chemistry of that water as close to Lac de Gras as we can.
The success of the mine has always depended upon partnerships with the local communities.
You see the barren lands up here, and even the country like around Yellowknife, we don't have the opportunities for a logging industry. We don't have opportunities for farming. So mining is really a godsend, I think, in this country, and the communities are starting to recognize it.
Our people would like to be employed, and our people would like to be trained. And that's what one of those requests that we ask for in our impact agreements.
More than half of the construction contracts went to Aboriginal businesses, and $30 million worth of service contracts continue with local firms.
When the mine closes, a lot of those companies will be able to survive because they don't rely just on diamonds. the site services contract, for example. It's essentially the same as a community services contract. They look after road maintenance and transportation and those sorts of things. So they can easily move on to other contracts and to other work once diavik is gone. So we think we're putting a lot of things in place that'll help that capacity build and to be a legacy once we're finished mining here.
There's always something that you can do more, you know, to have a good relationship. But as I see it, I think diavik has done a real good job in the north.